It is a cool, crisp day outside of the historic Dinwiddie County Courthouse. The lone suspect and his attorney caught on camera walking in. Mr. Grinch, do you have any comment? You got a comment?
We have no comments. We're going to let it play out in the court system, but my client is innocent.
A few minutes later, Judge Amanda Mann walks to the courthouse doors. Judge, any comment before we go into court?
No, sir. We're going to let this play out in the courtroom today.
For these Dinwiddie County 7th graders,
All rise. Honorable Judge Amanda N. Mann presiding.
the case is a familiar one. The Grinch accused of stealing Christmas.
He stole presents, trees, and even food.
What they would soon learn over their months of preparation for this one-day trial
We call the Grinch to the stand.
was getting a conviction or having the Grinch found not guilty
Oh, the noise, 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 noise.
involves a lot more hard work
You find him guilty.
than they realized.
Just because he returned the items does not exempt him from his crimes.
They also learn what the prosecution needs for a guilty verdict.
Did you give the Grinch permission to use your outfit?
No.
Were you aware of the alleged crimes the Grinch was committing in your name?
Yes, I see everything, but I was busy delivering presents to the rest of the world, so there was nothing I could have done.
And what the defense needs to have the Grinch found.
Not guilty.
I stand before you to provide a fuller picture of a story not of crime, but of a misunderstood individual who is driven to act by circumstances beyond his control.
As the trial went on,
There's only one way into our village. In fact, a Ring motion camera captured motion at Christmas Eve.
both sides presented strong evidence.
Your Honor, we'd like to present Exhibit D into evidence. It is an X-ray of the Grinch's heart, proving that his heart did grow 3 sizes from a normal heart.
Have you been given immunity today by the prosecution in return for your testimony of the Grinch?
Yes, I have.
Then there were the witnesses.
My name is Cindy Lou Who, and I live with my parents, Mr. and Mrs. Who, in the first little house on the square in Whoville.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We have no further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Jury foreman, have you reached a verdict?
When it is over, the Grinch convicted on 3 of 4 charges.
They did a fantastic job.
The winners in this trial are all the students.
Sitting in a classroom, you can't possibly understand what these kids have learned. And whether it's being on the jury or being the bailiff, they now have a thorough understanding that they couldn't have gotten from a book or a tablet or anything like that.
For their teacher, Courtney Massengill,
They've had to research, they had to debate among themselves, they had to work in groups, they had to work alone, they had to come back together. And the bare minimum for us should be the SOLs. And we've covered that tenfold with this experience for them.
and one day maybe one of these students will make their way into law school.
Honestly, being able to have experience like this, it has sparked my interest, so maybe.
During the months of research and discussion, students met with Dinwiddie County Sheriff's investigators to learn about evidence collection, DNA, and the amount of time it really takes to put a case together. They also met with a half dozen attorneys to talk about how to present their case in court. Now, while the Grinch was found guilty on 3 of 4 counts, most of the students say they agree with the jury's decision. That's a look inside Wayne's World. I'm Wayne Colville, CBS 6 News.